beautiful island of Bermuda. Oh, first timers here?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. So you guys have landed here in the Royal Naval Dockyard. And the dockyard here is actually was actually a British base called HMS Malabar. Here. You used to do a lot of ship repairs up here. Up until the 1970s. And then it fell into disrepair. And in the 1980s, the actually cruise ship industry decided to build larger vessels that could not fit into Hamilton Harbor. So we resurrected the dockyard up here as a cruise port, enabling larger vessels to come back to Bermuda, like you guys are on. Yeah, we have to watch everybody. Yeah, they're doing a little repair there of the dock. So as a cruise port now, you know, a lot of the, instead of taking down a lot of the buildings up here that were actually built by prisoners of war in the 1800s, because the British was involved in the Boer War of South Africa, so we housed a lot of those prisoners here in the island. So those prisoners helped build all of these structures. So just ahead of us through the windshield, that large building, there is the National Museum. So when you guys got a chance and come back, you can actually go in there. There's a lot of history in that building. And there is shopping all around here as well. And a couple of amenities that you might like. A couple of pubs and food. So at any time on this tour, guys, if you have any questions about Bermuda, feel free to ask. The public bus and the tickets. Actually, you should have got tickets on the ship. But you can always get them in Hamilton. Yep. Or you can pay right on the bus. From Hamilton to the dockyard here is $5. It's for 14s in.
That's too American.
Okay. Or you can go from Hamilton by ferry, right here, and then right here, for the same price. And if you're coming from St. George, you have to transfer at Hamilton, but then it costs you $5. You just ask the driver for my little friend there. I haven't seen him for a while. Yeah, you just ask for a transfer and you'll be able to go from the dockyard, St. George, right on up to dockyard here. Public transportation is very easy. I'm glad you said public transportation instead of these mopeds here, guys. Please, don't do it. So in the dockyard here, we also had a prison, guys. Oh yeah. Got a lot of things. That large building right up on the hill, the bank through there, that used to be a prison called Casemates. Had a few escapees, but where you going to run? You're on an island. Eventually you're going to get caught. Oh, yeah. One person managed to make it to the border of Canada. Oh yes. He thought he had enough money to get away. Didn't work. He got caught. So all in the Clock Tower Mall right here is all shopping, guys. All shopping in there. Of course. We like it so much that we stopped using the British pound. Yeah. We stopped using that in the 1970s. And we adopted our own dollars. Right, very colorful, very colorful. Yeah. And our dollars are 1-to-1 with the US dollar. Yeah.
It did.
Now, a few years ago, we had the America's Cup sailboat race. The video on the right here is your team race boat. Team Oracle. Unfortunately, And the Bermuda is actually divided into 9 pair accommodations. Now it's Airbnb, guys.
Oh, wow.
You know, by chance you miss your ship, we got a little place for you here.
Well, you just stay overnight
yes.
there. Get on the ship the next day.
And before we actually had a hospital on our island, we had nurses' quarters in every parish. Coming up on the left here, the blue building used to be the nurses' quarters for this area here. Can you imagine the amount of babies actually born in that building there? Well, remember the Navy was up here. To Somerset here. A little town of Somerset. You start seeing our structure. We ran away from building our homes out of wood hundreds of years ago, guys. Because limestone is a natural resource, you can cut it into rectangular blocks, just like this wall right here, and cement it together. So walls tend to be between 17 to 19 inches thick. Even the roof tiles are limestone cemented together, making it very heavy. Our homes can withstand up to a Category 4 hurricane with no problem whatsoever. And they don't burn. Yeah, that's another good thing. Oh yes, gate in the middle.
Yeah.
That's what actually opens up.
Wow. It's huge.
Very, very narrow.
Look at the bird.
And it still works. Oh yeah.
Chickadee, but
The smallest drawbridge in the world. Look at this. Of the king. Yeah. The UK Parliament has to sign off on it to become legal. So this is Front Street here.
Is this where the festival is?
Every Wednesday night, they actually Beneath the road. So they had to fill the cave. Also, on the right hand side here, all of this property here, guys, is crown property. Because on top of the hill is government house. That's where the queen used to come up on the hill there.
Heard of that.
Now the king, when he finally comes back. So they're doing a little renovation work up there right now, fixing it back up.
Purchase.
So next to government house, this is where we call the actual hood in this area. Because this here is the most, not because of poverty, guys. This is the most densely populated area in Bermuda. The houses are so close, you know, you open up your windows, you're looking in your neighbor's windows. You look to the right, you'll see a waterway. And that waterway has the mouth of the volcano that you sit on. On the right hand side. Mouth of the volcano. And this here is where the aquarium is. Really nice place to visit. Swim back to shore while we walk beside them, training them, because we believe that we need to teach our kids how to swim very early because we're surrounded by water. Saying that naval rum, Myers rum was the best rum. I said, I'm going home and I'm going to bring you back one. Well, he was my best friend after that. And right up on the hill is the St. George's Club Hotel. And then as we get going down in here, the Ebenezer Methodist Church here was actually built in 1841. Yeah. And these mint green and peach buildings, these are over 400 years old, guys. Now we do have a perfumery down here. Also, if you get a chance to come back here, that's on Queen Street right here. Right up to this little road here, the white building, perfumery. The oldest Anglican church in the Western Hemisphere sits right here on the left here. St. Peter's Church, the oldest. Straight ahead, Yo Cherry is an ice cream place here. right here.
Finished.
So they started building this church and then they ran out of money. So with what they had, they put it into repairing St. Peter's. So a few years ago, the actually government actually brought in some stonemasons to actually show, because Christopher Columbus also shipwrecked down here
Oh, geez.
in Bermuda. Yeah, and he shipwrecked, and he was able to float his vessel into Tobacco Bay and repair it before going on to Charleston. Yeah, so it's like a pool. Yeah, it's for Bermudians. It's like yeah. Right here on this beach, right here. So this here is a historic beach. So when the hotel was built, they could not block the whole beach off to the public. The public must have access to the beach. Yep. Well, you see a difference between that and the beach? Yeah. She came in earlier, right in front here.
St. Regis is one there. Ritz.
Some of those little cannons.
Those are the huge cannons. That's what these old-fashioned ones.
And then we have another fort around here called Gates Fort. And also, if you love fishing, you could catch a 30-pound black grouper right down there.
Oh, that would be nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look for many down here. Oh, yeah. Crime is, it's kind of low here. If we have 2 murders a year, that's all we have. But they judge us per capita, the amount of population that we have. So we're like a little town. Drugs and different things like that. Other than that, horses down here. Really nice.
That's why there's a horse park.
No homes. Old park. Old park now.
Submerged, right?
Yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
over.
So you have the transportation from the ship actually goes down here. And they have a changing room
I
there.
like that beach.
That is neat.
So right down here is the actual Fairmont
Beach over
Hamilton
there.
Yeah,
Beach Club
look at the
down
beach
there.
already.
Yeah.
This is pretty. Yeah.
So the only remnants that's left from the Sonesta. So I think this here is watermelon.
Look at them.
Show this watermelon.
Look at them.
Very happy chicken.
Yeah. I'm going to eat the horse food too. couple, one horse, all these chicks in there, and a couple sheep.
Oh, she's sick from the
So you never know what you're gonna see in Bermuda, guys.
What a treat this was, really. It was a real comprehensive.
Oh yeah. I'll give you everything.
Snapdragons, I just want to go
Are those the
and fix them up.
snapdragons?
Here they are.
Aren't they gorgeous?
And over here in these greenhouses, he does
Dark red ones.
hydroponic. This is very close to your ship. Now, those pink places there is the Cambridge Beach Hotel. And they have the bar and everything right down on the beach as well.